What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to show you 4 different ways that you can make chicken more interesting. The reason why I've chosen chicken is because most people tend to eat chicken on a day-to-day basis. If you're vegan or vegetarian, I'm sorry, this video probably isn't for you, but you might be able to watch it and get some entertainment out of it anyway. I'm trying to keep these recipes as simple as possible, okay? I don't want to use too many ingredients and I don't want it to take up too much time because let's face it, most people don't have all the time in the world to be in the kitchen cooking food for the next day, the next week, whatever it might be. So hopefully you might learn a thing or two from this video. Try them out for yourself, see if you like it. I think they're going to be pretty goddamn good. Let's start off with recipe number 1. So in this recipe we'll be making some Middle Eastern style chicken skewers. The ingredients which you will need: a cup of plain whole milk Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of paprika, half a teaspoon of cumin, an 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 3/4 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 5 garlic cloves minced, 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice from 1 lemon. After that, you're going to mix it up well until it's an orangey colour. Get rid of all the lumps and bumps. Then chop the onion into equal sizes, and the same goes for the chicken. Right, so all of the chopping is done. All we need to do now, get a tray, put some tin foil on the tray, lube up the tray with some oil. I'm going to use the spray just to make sure the chicken doesn't stick. This is 1 calorie per spray, so it's all good. I've got these, which I'm going to put the chicken on. I'm going to space it out, so I'm going to do a piece of chicken, bit of onion, piece of chicken, onion, and so on. Now it's important that you don't overload them, okay, so don't compress it all together, because that would be just unnecessary. I think that'll do for the first one. I'm not going to overload it even more than that, because I think that will suffice. Now that I've organised the skewers, I'm going to gently, well, I should really brush it onto the chicken, but I don't have a brush, so I'm going to gingerly apply it with a spoon. So I'm just going to rotate them and spread the mix to the other side. Ooh. So that's complete. Going to preheat the grill to medium-high, whatever medium-high is. Medium-high, I would say 175. That should be sweet. Bam! There we have it. I actually left them in for a little bit longer because I prefer the crispness. The next recipe which I have for you guys is the bacon wrapped chicken breast, which is stuffed with cheese and spinach and sun-dried tomatoes. Ooh.
See me, I ain't nothing like your man them. Mash what's that, you don't get the grands in.
All in one take. The smooth rapping skills of Mike Thurston. I always thought I was a pretty bad rapper. Not MC, but actually wrapping presents at Christmas. I'm always useless, but that was pretty damn special, okay? Look, everything is kept in nice and tight. And now we're going to pop it in the oven. Place the chicken on some lubricated tin foil. Put it in the oven for round about 25-30 minutes. Just make sure that you don't burn it. Take it out, let it cool for 10 minutes, and then enjoy. Next on the menu is breadcrumbed chicken. So I'm going to cut the pieces up and I'm basically going to cover them in breadcrumbs. So it's like having a big goujon or nugget. And the benefit of doing it at home is when you buy these at the supermarket, they're often fried and covered with crap, and the fat intake is usually quite high. So using these ingredients, you should be able to make them on your own. So I'm trying to make these healthy as I can do, so instead of going for traditional flour, I went for peanut flour. Smells pretty damn good. Smells like peanut, surprisingly. We're gonna set up 3 bowls, right? 1, 2, and a third. And what you're gonna do is, one of them is gonna contain the eggs, the other one's gonna contain the flour, and the final one is gonna contain the breadcrumbs. But what we're gonna do for the breadcrumbs is add a little bit of spice to it. So I'm gonna use a little bit of garlic, maybe some salt, some pepper, and this barbecue seasoning. Now when it comes to preparing the chicken, I would recommend long, thin strips. You could technically bash the chicken together and have like one big schnitzel kind of thing, but I'm not going to do that. So first of all, we're going to dip the chicken into the flour, okay? Rub it about in the flour so you can see. Get it all covered up. Then we're going to rub it into the egg mix. Well, not rub it, just dip it. Then we're going to rub it into the breadcrumb mix. Roll it about and then put it on the tray. So there we go, all done. All of them are covered in breadcrumbs. What I'm going to do now is put them in the oven. We could technically fry them in a pan, but we're not going to do that because we don't want to cover them full of oils and fats. I'm going to try and keep the calories low. So here we go, just taking the Goujon breaded chicken out of the oven. Looks okay to me. Done it a little bit on the crispy side because I like it crispy. Nice bit of crunch. That's good. The final one we're going to make is the BBQ Shredded Chicken. This one's probably the easiest one to make, I'm not going to lie. Nothing too fancy goes into this. You could go off and make your own sauce, but I ain't got the time for that, so I'm just going to buy my own. Sweet Baby Ray's is going to do the job today. Very simple ingredients. We've got Worcestershire sauce, onion, bit of barbecue seasoning, may as well since this is going to be a barbecue sauce. So what I'm going to do, obviously prepare the chicken. I'm going to put a bit of the barbecue seasoning on it. Just rub it around for a bit. La 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 la. I've actually run out of baking trays, so I'm just going to wrap this up. I'm not going to lie, when it comes to making this recipe, if you had a crock pot or a slow cooker, the results are going to be superior. The chicken's going to be more juicy, more tender. But I don't have one, so I'm just going to make do with the equipment which I have. So I'm just going to wait until the chicken is cooked in the oven, and then I'm going to prepare the sauce in the pan. I'm going to throw the chicken in and shred it up. So in order to prepare this barbecue sauce, most of it's pretty much done for me, thanks to the actual sauce itself. Some recipes out there have told me to add brown sugar, but I'm not going to add more sugar to this. There's enough sugar in the sauce. I'm just going to have a little smidge of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to finally grate / chop this onion, put it all into a mix, slowly cook it, and add the chicken. So now we've shredded the chicken, we're going to add it to the mix where we've got the onion, the barbecue sauce, and a bit of Worcestershire sauce. Oh my god, that looks unbelievable! Look at that. So I'm going to put that on a very low heat and just put the lid on and let it cook slowly. Looking absolutely unbelievable. There's 2 chicken breasts in there, so I'm not going to eat it all in one go. So I'm going to have it with the rice, I'm going to mix it up. This is probably a little bit more on the naughty side because of the sugar content. But that being said, it'll be a really good refeed meal or something to have after a workout. Big thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to see all of the latest videos which I bring out.